Okay.
Um,
Adeline? Is that how you say
good
it?
luck.
Adeline?
Adeline? Adeline? Uh, Adeline? I don't know. I'm
Adeline.
sorry. We have wrecked your name.
So her scenic, that's in is that at Morby Bay?
I
That
think so actually.
it's
Yeah, I
weird.
think
Is
so.
she on PlayStation 4? Because she's getting weird, like it's not loading. Her city's not loading for her. Do you see that?
Oh, I do see that.
So I'm curious if she's on PlayStation 4. I like everything else about it. I'm not gonna be too nitpicky on that, but do take consideration if you make it into the finals that probably people would not vote for you just based on that. So make sure that if you are, because it happens with your trees too. So I'm assuming you're on PlayStation 4. Is this like a
Yeah, that's
Tifa? Like she
amazing.
kind of looks like she has like a Tifa outfit. Like,
Yeah, that's what it says too. Tried to recreate the scene of Tifa at Nibelheim best I could.
oh, okay, it's up at the top. I was reading the bottom one.
Yeah, no, I do like the sky. I like her tail too. It's doing some weird.
Fluffy.
Yeah, I love Fluffy. Um, as long as I can see her face for the other ones, I'm okay with her facing away.
I like that the light
Um,
hits on her hair. Look at the hair. It looks really nice.
it's really nice. I don't know, like, does the sky always do this thing where like all of the stars kind of cluster
Yes.
to one side?
Yes, it does. It's certain parts, and it happens in the early morning, and then like, because it happens at like 8 o'clock. Oh man, it depends on the zone, but like, no, it does. I can assure you.
Yeah, the background to me is just really weird because I know it's like messing up, but really weird looking.
Yeah, just
Like
make
you have like
sure, like I said,
whole
if you
things
get in,
floating.
make sure that doesn't happen. So,
The other thing that is bothering me just a tiny bit, you're not really sitting on the rock. Like you can see where her bum is kind of
yeah.
just floating, and it's something that I think that if you just backed up a tiny bit, that it would look more like you were sitting on the rock instead of just kind of floating in there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, it's pretty good. And sometimes that's really unavoidable. But try your best. Hide it a little bit. Inch the camera a certain angle. Maybe do a little bit more of a down or up angle, and you might be able to hide that.
Okay,
Okay.
so her battle shot.
Demolished to the face. And she was using fraps to capture this. So, grats on using fraps, because I love it when people choose to do that, because you really can capture some nice stuff with that. Um, Not saying that you can't, because you can obviously capture anything in the game, but it's much of I would say it's probably lot more of a time saver, especially if you're ever doing like a very elaborate battle shot. You can usually get them a lot faster.
Yeah, we're talking about Rama here. Oh my God, Rama.
Ramen. um,
He was horrible. We only had like 10 seconds to take that shot every time we pulled him. It was horrible.
oh my god. So I like the effect it's creating. I wish I could see a little bit more of the Rafalza, but I like the fact that you have a second Rafalza in the shot. So at least if I didn't know like what this was, I could tell by that. So that's definitely a prop. So if that wasn't, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but good for you because that definitely sells me the fact if I didn't know exactly what this game was. Luckily, me and Curry both play this game religiously, so hopefully judges for YouTube will have a little bit more knowledge. But
Yeah,
um,
I wish I could see more of the Ochu. I have to admit. Like
I
I do
love
like
how
some of the
it's
Ochus in the
I
back.
I love the vines because their vines are spread. I just
Oh,
wish
I
I
do
could
love
see a
vines.
little bit more the effects really prominent. But at the same time, I mean, I love your a line of action that creates with your leg and
The
your
leg.
tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the leg is really awesome there. Um, I'm not sure. I don't know. Like that one leg that's up, I really like. I'm not sure I'm liking the other leg though, because sometimes it's hard to
It's
see,
hard
and
to
I almost
tell.
think,
I almost think
yeah,
the
like
tail might be her other leg, kind of. Like, if I was to look at this from far away, that's what I would
and
think.
her left arm is also like her right side is doing wonderful things. Her left side is not doing wonderful things. Like that left arm is kind of no, like it's going into her leg or something. I'm having a hard time seeing what her left arm is even doing, which is bothering me a tiny bit. I don't know. I really like the effect, but I almost think it's too much because, like I said, it blocks the oach.
But I mean, I do like it. I'd be curious to see maybe like a little bit, a few frames. If you caught this with fraps, then I'm sure, well, depending on how you captured it, I don't know if you did the rapid shot or if you did a video file. If you did the video file, um, I'm sure probably this was the best one that they looked through, so I'll take your judgment on that. But I'd just be curious maybe to see beginning and end. We need to do that. We really need to tell Rongi, let us, because like normally in Azorzia, in Next Top, or not Azorzia, in Next Top Model, they show them like the 5 best of the shots. Like I mean, they have a professional photographer with them, so I'd be really interested to see like that kind of thing. But that's a
Maybe
little bit
if it
more.
was like a slightly, I don't know, because every time I say a slightly different angle, then I'm like, I love that leg, and I don't want to miss
Yeah.
that, but I don't know. Huh.
Well, props to you for using the leg, and definitely good use of the second Refulgia. Someone who didn't play this game and might not know what that was, it definitely at least sells the point. I definitely like the grass too that's over there, and then I don't think there's too much negative space on the left side because you get some cool shadow play, but maybe if just a little bit more came up there, I don't mind it. Okay. The amphitheater shot. Okay. So the other thing I was gonna say is because that's 2 shots in a row where we haven't seen your face. At least we see it in there, so good job.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
floral
like the color of
fauna.
that hat. I don't know what it is, but that hat,
I,
that's a
d-
pink.
I don't know if that's the lilac because I know that the lilac goes pink, and I would say use the lilac, and I think that actually is the lilac, but with that specific hat, it turns like a weird color. Um, but I like the concept that you're in the flowers. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the hat, like Curry's saying. I mean, I love that hat. I just don't know if it necessarily matches with the color, other than with the flowers. I don't know. It's something's off about it, I guess. Um,
I don't know. Especially with like the flora. When I think flora now, especially with this picture, have you ever played like Bravely Default where they have that whole like town with all the
no, I
flowers?
haven't. No, I'm
I,
sorry.
I I'm kind of thinking like that. So I was thinking maybe like a hairpin or something like that would be really kind of a throwback to something like that. I don't
Or
know.
maybe
That
they have the
hat is
peach
just
blossoms. I don't know if they have the
yeah,
peach
something like
blossoms.
that.
Yeah.
I do like the lighting, especially on the right side with the flowers. How some of the flowers are like really dark, the purple ones, whereas
Yeah.
the other ones are very bright and the sun is like hitting them.
Yeah, I
But
like that.
I wish that some of that light was on you to make like a kind of a contrast between.
I think she just needed to use the sun next time.
I
Just
agree.
plant the sun right on the right side of you, get a little bit of that lighting. You have a really nice soft lighting on you right now, so don't put the sun right on you because that will really light you up like a Christmas light. But put it a little farther back, get that same pose, would have gone a long way. It probably even would have added some extra color into the hat where we wouldn't have nitpicked it so much for its color. So you would have got like a gradient on there. I think that really could have taken the shot a lot farther. But
We get a tiny bit of it on her, well,
on her
our
hand,
right, but
yeah.
her left. Yeah, right there. But I just wish that we had more of that so we have like a contrast on her body.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just see her face. Jeez!
Ah, she's got a horn. I love horns.
That horn, it's died too.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, Adeline or Adeline, I'm not entirely sure.
We are sorry for messing up your.
I'm sorry. Good luck.
I hope you make it through.